Yes, people, we are finally back.
Come on.
In what's been, bruv, it's been a minute.
Well, a minute, you know.
It's been more than a minute. I'm not gonna lie, Corona and all of this kind of stuff kind of just held back the man then, but we're back. We're out here.
Out here in the ends. Actually,
In the ends. As you can see, this is a different kind of scene, different kind of environment.
Yeah, in Islington, down the road from my house and that.
Do you know what I mean? Content I make. Content I make. But yes, with all that being said, the Euros, Euro 2020 was meant to be Euro 2020.
Football's coming home.
Football's coming home. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not really saying that per se. I hear that. But football's coming home.
Football's coming home.
It is, I think so. Maybe.
You think so?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know, man.
Do you know what,
Maybe.
Do you know what, I mean, since we're already on this topic of football coming home, we might as well start off with England.
Yeah,
we might as well start off with England.
Let's kick it off.
Because there was a lot of talk about Southgate and picking the squad. We went from a 33-man squad down to a 26-man squad, down to 25, then back up to 26, which is all being mad. And I feel like one of the main talking points was the fact that there's 4 right backs that are going.
Yeah, I think with the right back situation, it's a bit mad to me that he's bought 4 right backs. Did he need to bring 4 right backs?
I mean,
wait, is there still 4 right backs now?
There's still 4 right backs.
I don't really think that he needed to bring 4 right backs.
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of limits him bringing, let's say, bulking up, let's say the midfield or the attack.
Yeah.
But he's done it now, innit?
He's done it.
So the thing is that if it goes wrong for him, people might blame the fact that he's bought too many defenders.
Yeah.
If it goes right for him, people will say that he's a genius.
That's the thing.
But is he a genius really?
I mean, whether he's a genius or not, I feel like the man gets a mad amount of criticism, whatever he does. Before he chose to pick Trent, everyone was like, how can Trent not go? Yeah, but
they
fixed Trent, and everyone's like, Trent shouldn't go. Do you know what it is?
I'm happy. Not happy that he's injured. I'm not happy that he's injured, but I'm happy that he's not going. I personally don't feel like Trent this season has done enough to go to the Euros. And I agree. But again, the politics are in football. If you don't bring a player like Trent, someone who has had a good season for the past 2 to 3 seasons, there'll be a lot of people talking, a lot of criticism from the football pundits, from the footballing world.
Yeah.
But now he's not going. So, you know, did Gareth? The question is now: did Gareth Southgate choose 4 right backs to accommodate Trent, and now he can't double down and go back on it?
Yeah.
Or does he really want 4 right backs? Because I personally think that even if he had just picked maybe Trent, Walcott and Trippier, I think that's a good 3 right backs to take.
Yeah.
Obviously, Reece James has had a good season. He had a good Champions League final. So maybe that's what's obviously put him in the conversation as well.
Yeah.
Should he have gone? I don't know, if I'm going to be really honest.
Serious?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest.
Okay.
But if we're going to do it based on the player's form this season, then he should go. Because I think, again, Euros is all it's a tournament. It's not a league.
Yeah.
So I think that in tournaments, I think they should have beefed up their attack, because it's all about getting goals. It's not like Champions League football where you can play one game, and then if you lose that game, then the next game you need a win or whatever. This is literally, if you don't at least win 2 out of the 3 games, or is it 4 games that they're going to be playing? Then it's peak.
I hear you on that point. I definitely hear you on that point. You know, I feel like we should have definitely taken more attackers. For me, again, a lot of people are dwelling on the players that went. For me, it's some of the players that didn't go for me that I feel like we should be highlighting.
Like who?
And for me, like someone like Ings should be there. Like for me, Ings should go. For me, Bamford, whether you now decide to take him or not, I feel like he should have been in that 33-man squad.
But they bought Calvert-Lewin.
I hear that with Calvert-Lewin, but for me, Calvert-Lewin, again, at the beginning of the season, he was good. And then that's what I was going to say. At the beginning of the season, he was looking good. And then later on, it dried up. And I know that because I had him in my fantasy team. And he was annoying me. Everton were annoying me.
I told you at the beginning of the season when everyone was talking about Calvert-Lewin, I understand, form. I told you, man, about form. When you're on form, you can do a madness.
Yeah.
Because maybe the energy of the new manager, the energy of having James Rodriguez and all of these other kind of quality man around you that you have to step up.
Ancelotti, that's just whispering stuff and sweet words into your
ears.
ears.
Man that you're like Filippo Inzaghi, bro. Inzaghi, bro.
In what world?
So,
nah.
If a man's telling you that you want to impress still, and I think towards the second half of the season, the goals dried up.
Definitely dried up.
So now, would I now take a Calvert-Lewin to the Euros, like what you're saying, there's a Danny Ings, and maybe a Bamford? I don't know, because it's Calvert-Lewin. I don't even know what kind of striker he is, and I don't know if the kind of striker he is going to fit into
the way
an England system, unless you're going to play a 3-5-2 with maybe a Rashford, playing off him by winning that headers and stuff like that. So I don't really know, innit?
I heard that. Do you know what? For me, I don't even mind Calvert-Lewin going, because again, when I look at our striking options, there are a lot of like similarities. Like for me, Bamford and Kane, they are kind of similar. Well, Kane obviously is there, but I feel like in terms of the way Bamford kind of plays, he plays like how Kane kind of is, like kind of thing. Like Calvert-Lewin, I feel like he's more athletic in a sense. Like if this ball's in there, this guy wants to put anything on his chest and his head. Like, I feel like he's more athletic, a bit more kind of dynamic. But that being said, I still feel like Danny Ings should have been on that thing. I feel like even apart from like attackers, I still feel like Maddison should have went, I still feel like Maddison.
But I think that the reason why Maddison maybe hasn't got is because you have like your Jack Grealishes and the Phil Fodens of the world, and I think those two
they definitely
have had a better season. But again, Jack Grealish, and I think Jack Grealish was coming off an injury. Maybe.
That's the thing. Like I feel like the injuries definitely held him back in that sense, but.
I think England right now, England are in a decent place in terms of players that are coming through. So I think that in terms of like midfielders and stuff, like England might have a lot of good midfielders for the up and coming years of tournament, European or World Cup football. Now, where I'm a bit worried about is once Kane goes or something like that, who's going to fill in that position to actually get those kind of goals? Because I don't really see Southgate trying to, I don't know, maybe chat to Rashford about going up top for a bit, just be a goal scorer.
I mean, I feel like Greenwood. I feel like Greenwood, if he didn't say he was injured or whatever, I feel like he was somebody that. Because like in terms of strikers, next up for England, I feel like Greenwood is going to be
100%
the guy.
100%.
He's going to be the guy.
100%.
So like, I felt like him being injured I feel like it kind of did affect Southgate's kind of plans in a sense to get me.
Don't worry about it. But man, I think that that's the only problem for England. It's like when Kane's not banging,
who else is gonna score? Who's gonna
score? Because we're gonna be now looking to the Raheem Sterling,
the
Rashfords of the world. And Rashford hasn't, as much as people can say, Rashford, he's had a good season and stuff like that. Again, towards the end of the season, the goals dried up. And then we're going to have to be looking to people like Jadon Sancho, again a baller. But I think Jadon Sancho's game is more
it's more assisting, not direct,
and
not
more possession football.
Yeah.
Rather than him getting goals. I would like to see him get more goals for England. Raheem Sterling, again, I think this season he hasn't had a good season in terms of goal scoring like last season. I think last season he killed it. So again, I think in terms of England, it might be a problem. In terms of goal scoring.
So what is it coming home? Where do you see England like?
Well, looking at their group here,
do you think they're gonna make it out of the group?
They should do.
They should do. Yeah.
Now it all depends on what Gareth Southgate is trying to do. Personally, I would like to see Gareth Southgate go for more an attacking style. Rather than a defensive style. I don't want to see Rice and
Henderson play.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
I want to see
attacking football. I want to see take a risk. Like again, without risk, there's no reward in it. 100%. And it's tournament. This tournament football.
Tournament football.
So, is it coming home? But these kids is coming at the background. Well, I love it. You know. Well, I told you on the pitch, boy. But
so what are you saying? Quarterfinals? Are they reaching the knockout stages?
They could.
Yeah.
They could if Kane.
Yeah.
If Raheem Sterling. If Grealish.
Yeah.
If the core main people are on it.
Yeah.
And if they have man that can come on and change the game.
Yeah.
Then I see England going far.
Fair enough. I heard that.
But we know how the media is. How they like to put a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure
on the boys.
On the boys, the management, everyone.
I just feel like they need to let man kick ball,
man, and enjoy it. Like
I just think, you know what, the England team, I think that you lot shouldn't watch any news.
Yeah.
No Twitter. None of that. Just
no social media.
Yeah, no social media. Just lock in.
No social media.
Lock in and express yourself and have a good tournament. I mean, a lot of men are coming off Champions League, winning. Yeah. So they should bring that kind of energy into the camp.
It's true.
England boys, no social media, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, for real. Talking about social media, boy, there's been a lot of people that have had a lot to say, as usual.
Yeah.
So we've seen this season the players before kickoff taking the knee, all in support of Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Kick it out and getting racism out of football, out of the game that we all love.
Yeah.
And there's been some pagans, some people that have had a lot to say. Some people that have actually, come and say that they don't agree with it. In fact, we've seen some people at matches booing. What are your thoughts on this?
Now, my thing is, you see the fan ambassador guy come talk about the FA or needs to explain to them why kneeling needs to happen. Now, in the whole season, there's been a few incidents on race, even down to players abusing other players.
Yeah.
So that's why we're leaning. That's why players are kneeling on the pitch. No one's asking. No one's asking. Nobody's asking why. An explanation for the LGBT rainbow laces and rainbow armband. No one's saying we need an explanation for that. We understand that's all about equality. We understand that it's about making people feel comfortable and stuff like that. And I think it's the same thing with the whole kneeling thing. Everyone knows that there's a lot of racism in football, and everyone needs to stop being oblivious to it. 100%. Like I always hate talking about racism and all of this in football because we understand that it's there. So we just need to change it. But I was even thinking before you even time in, I think, you know what? Since there's all this racists around and you don't like, let's say seeing black players on your team, I think maybe a superstar, an England superstar who is black, go to the FA or FIFA or whoever what needs to be done, and be like, I want to change
nationality.
Yeah, nationality.
Yeah.
I actually want to play for the team for the country that my parents are originally from.
Yeah,
and maybe that might
trigger,
put a spanner in the works and trigger a lot of people and be like, oh,
yeah,
they're taking a stand. I think that it might need that kind of exposure and attention.
I hear that because like even for me when I think about it, like these are the same guys that are booing, are the same guys that when Sterling, when Rashford, when all of these guys score, you would be celebrating. Bears everywhere, like you men are celebrating.
Exactly.
But when it comes to taking the knee, you have a problem. Doing that, you have a problem. So why don't Sterling, who's been one of the main players that got you in the qualifiers, probably the best player in the qualifiers, why doesn't maybe you should go. Yeah. Maybe you should go because you don't want to appreciate the kind of the point. It's never political. There's nothing to do with politics.
But
this is what people need to forget.
It's not politics. They think that kneeling is political. So then that means you're not wearing the rainbow armband.
Is that political?
It's political as well. Everything is political. And everyone's just trying to bring awareness and trying to make the game a better place for football, innit? So if we're not prepared to make these you kids are loving it, aren't you?
Man, I really enjoy.
Yeah, so like we're saying, if they're not prepared to allow kneeling, Black Lives Matter things happen on the pitch and you're booing, I don't know how football's going to move forward in terms of making it more equality, all of those kind of things that people want and what black people want as well. Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't even like talking about racism because it just jars me, and I don't know why we still have conversations.
It's like a broken record, isn't it?
For real.
It's like we're always just talking about the same thing consistently about football.
Yeah.
But again, like it needs to. It's gonna get spoken about until it changes, isn't it? Until we see a significant change. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna keep on bringing it up. I think next season as well, something mad's gonna happen. Yeah. We're gonna now talk about racism again as well. So but back to football, man. Back to football.
Do you know we're gonna get into some quick fire questions, because like we've got like 2 minutes before these kids run us off this pitch.
Come on.
Cool. So who are you putting to win the Euros? Euro 2020, Euro 2021, whichever one they want to call it. Who's your money on?
It's tournament football. Yeah. And it's all about who's on form. Yeah. And personally, I think France will win it simply because of the squad that they have and their friendlies. They look very strong. Obviously, we can't forget teams like Portugal. Germany. Yeah.
Germany.
Actually, again, Portugal are the reigning champions as well.
Yeah. People forget
that. Portugal as well, but I think my strong favourite is Paul Pogba and them, man.
Paul Pogba, 100. I mean, you'll be a silly man to bet against France, and if you look at that squad, it's mad. It's ridiculous. In all positions. It's open.
But Germany can creep up.
That's the thing. I feel like Germany is one of them underrated teams, which is what was going to be my second question. Like, which team do you feel like has not got as much like spotlight? And for me, it's Germany. Because
I don't even think it's Germany. You know?
Who do you think? Holland?
Someone like that? Slightly Portugal. Because you know it is. We're not Portugal.
Yeah, there is spotlight.
No, do you know what it is?
I don't talk about Portugal
because they're the reigning champions, and I think maybe because when they won it, they didn't really have an excellent squad. Yeah, you know, they only had Ronaldo and maybe pieces around him. Yeah, should have France should have won that Euros final? Yes, they should have.
You can say that.
They should have, but again, it's tournament football. Yeah, it's a final. Anything can happen.
100.
Anyone on the day. Yeah. But I think maybe forget Portugal. I think maybe Spain. Spain might be an underrated team.
I don't see it with Spain, I'm not gonna lie.
Don't you?
That's what's gonna be Spain for me is gonna be the team, that I feel like I'm going to underperform. I feel like Spain could go out. I feel like Spain could go out. Yeah. Group stages. I can see Spain going out group stages. It might be wild. At me if they don't or whatever, but I feel like they can.
What, you didn't get in the camera?
I
I think because of the way Spain plays football, I think that football can bring them success.
Yeah.
Because we know how Spain play.
Yeah.
Almost close to tiki-taka football.
Yeah.
So that will never leave their philosophy of the game, innit?
Well, for me, the players that they're incorporating is making. I don't know if that tiki-taka can still run, but when you're taking Adama Traore, I don't know if Adama Traore can keep up with that tiki-taka, bruv. I do get that the core players are there, but those core players for me have been meh. I've had meh seasons. Like I don't know. Like obviously you still have like Busquets and these lot that understand that fundamental, and they've been playing together. But like I don't even know how effective that is.
So
now.
I was saying that the Spain, they're even in terms of European, like I mean, sorry, not even European football. Sorry, world club. I mean, country football. That you know, until another generation comes.
I feel like this generation is tired. They're tired.
Tired.
They're tired, bruv. They are tired. I feel like they're honestly. I feel like they're tired.
That's an interesting take. Let us know what you lot think as well.
Yeah, let us know as always.
I think Spain might be underrated.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. Last few questions. Who do you think? What player? Actually, last few questions. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Golden Boot. Who's getting Golden Boot? Top scorer.
Ooh. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I'm gonna go for the bait people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say people like Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Should be up there.
Come on, bruv.
Kylian, Mbappe, Lewandowski. Is there Lewandowski in? Wait. Wait. Let me.
forgot if they're man.
Wait, it's Poland.
Wait, I don't even know if they are. I don't think they are. You know.
Forgive me if I'm about to say that. Actually, I don't think that they are. You know.
I don't think they are.
Let me just check properly.
Yes, they are.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yeah.
So maybe Lewandowski, Ronaldo. We can't. Again, this is the greatest goal scorer of all time for me. So Ronaldo has to be up there. But if I'm gonna, you know what? Let me try and stick to my gun.
Stick to your gun. Who you say?
I'm gonna say Kylian.
Serious. Over even Benzema.
But this is the thing now. Is Benzema going to get the games that's expecting?
Question. Do you know what? I'm not going for any of the French players because I feel like the goals are going to be spread out. Because even Griezmann as well can get the thing. Ousmane Dembele, bruv, can come through on that one as well. Harry Kane, 6 goals. Harry Kane, 6 goals.
Okay, we'll definitely revisit it when we're recording throughout the whole Euros anyway. We'll definitely revisit. But I think Kylian, but if not Kylian, then I'll go for Harry Kane.
Cool. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Now, I got a question. What player do you feel like is going to have a good tournament or is going to stump people this tournament? For me, I've got one in my head. Yeah. I feel Paul Pogba is going to have an amazing tournament.
But this is the thing though.
I feel like he's going to have an amazing tournament.
Yeah. In World Cups and all of these things, he has a good tournament. So again, obviously, the question is like, the Paul Pogba that we see for United is not the same Paul Pogba that we see for for France. For United, and to a degree, I hear that to a degree. But again, I mean, if you're in a more comfortable setting, in a more comfortable setup where your teammates know who you are, and I think sometimes you need that for your players your teammate to gas you and be like, you're that guy. And I don't really feel like Paul Pogba gets it in the United camp. I think that everyone has.
You need players that are also competent, that understand.
Exactly.
And when you're playing with these world-class players, when you've got Mbappe, that can make those runs and will make those runs. When you've got Griezmann, when you've got a Benzema, bruv. Listen,
I agree.
I feel like he's.
Do you know who might have a good tournament?
Who's this?
Jack Grealish. I want Jack Grealish. I'm a fan of that guy.
Jack Grealish, man.
I really hope that he has a good tournament.
I feel like Grealish is one of my favourite players right now, you know, in football.
Yeah, same. Him,
Yeah, he just loves the game.
Him and Mount. I love Mount. I think Mount is his approach to football, like I always say, is 0 to none. But yeah, actually, I think aside from England, who else is out here? But again, we haven't even really spoken about Germany.
We haven't spoken about Germany.
So even like Havertz,
you've got guys like Havertz, you've got Werner, Sané, Gundogan has had an amazing season.
Actually, you know what I will say? I can't really say who's going to have a sick tournament until it kicks off. Then we can kind of see.
Well, with that being said, the Euros are starting on Friday the 11th of June, so we are going to be here. We're going to be posting content based on the Euros throughout the whole duration of the Euros. So again, the conversation continues in the comment section and everywhere. Get at us. We're going to be putting out these videos. You're going to be seeing our faces. You're going to be seeing us in the streets.
We're back,
so
baby.
We're back, man. The back page is back. The back page is back.
Come on, Euros 2021, England. Bring it home,
boys. Bring it home, boys. And on that note, we are out.
Blow.